Zip's Chocolate Chip was remarkable in every sense of the word. Most horses know the glory of victory as well as the agony of defeat, but not Zip's Chocolate Chip. Owner and breeder Ann Myers of Ashland, Ohio spent hours at horse shows evaluating different stallions' offspring and movement. She took a particular liking to Zippo Pine Bar foals and set her sights to breed to him after much consideration. Ann bred Fancy Blue Chip to Zippo Pine Bar to produce the 1985 bay stallion Zip's Chocolate Chip. Chip was born in Ashland and spent the first 2 years of his life with Ann before going to Texas to begin his training. Chip was a dark mahogany bay. He had those 4 little bitty white socks and the big star on his head. Chip was such a graceful mover, and his little socks showed it off, Ann recalls of her homebred stallion. Chip began his show career at the Texas Breeders' Futurity in Dallas. As a May foal, Chip was younger than many of the other 2-year-olds, but that didn't stop him. His charm and grace drew attention, placing him first under all 5 judges in Western Pleasure. Chip was sent to some of the largest futurities in the nation and never placed below second. In 1988, he earned a superior in Western Pleasure and placed third at his first appearance at the AQHA World Championship show in Junior Western Pleasure. That was the lowest placing of his career. In 1989, after a 10-class winning streak in Western Pleasure, he won the class under all judges as a 4-year-old at the AQHA World Championship show. Zip's Chocolate Chip now had a World Championship title to his name. By the time the world champion had retired from his show career, he began his 3rd breeding season in Texas with Bob and Ann Perry. The Perrys owned and stood Chip's sire, Zippo Pine Bar, and had agreed to stand Chip as well. A lot of people would breed their 2 best mares to Zippo and then the others to Chip because his stud fee was lower, Ann says. He was doing well in the show ring and people liked him. He took off like gangbusters. It got to the point that Ann had to close Chip's breeding book as he was breeding more than 100 mares a year. This was before ship semen and frozen semen were allowed. Ann's creative marketing strategy made chocolate chip cookies synonymous with Chip. He had his own signature recipe, and his crew shared more than 50,000 cookies in his name. When Chip's foals began winning, the legend of Zip's Chocolate Chip continued. He sired horses that have earned 20 AQHA World Championships and 12 Reserve World Championships in all divisions. His progeny have earned more than 44,000 points in all AQHA divisions and more than $1 million in World Show and AQHA Incentive Fund earnings. In National Snafflebit Association competition, his progeny have earned nearly $1 million, and in 1999 he was inducted into the NSBA Hall of Fame in 2 categories, breeding and show horse. For years, he was the all-time leading sire of AQHA Western Pleasure Point earners and leading sire of Incentive Fund money earners. Zip's Chocolate Chip is one of AQHA's leading sires for Western Pleasure Point earners. He also amassed more than 80 Western Pleasure points and nearly $60,000 in earnings. Everything went right for Chip, Ann says. Chip was famous. Chip was known worldwide and even became a model for a Breyer horse, serving as an ambassador for the American Quarter Horse. In 2013, Zip's Chocolate Chip retired to his birthplace, Myers Horse Farms. Chip was euthanized at his home in Ashland, Ohio in 2015 at 30 years old. Zip's Chocolate Chip had as close to a perfect show career as we could have asked for, Ann says. Because of Chip, I've met so many wonderful people and have had so much fun. He was priceless. They say you only get one chance to have a horse of a lifetime. In my lifetime, I'll never have another like him, Ann says. And now this incredible competitor and sire who is worth his weight in chocolate chips is welcomed into the American Quarter Horse Hall of Fame.